In the ruins of this southern Lebanese village, amid flattened buildings, crumpled cars, and mounds of rubble, there are also Israeli soldiers. 2 weeks into their ground operation, they now control multiple villages like this one. But for how long, and how much deeper into Lebanon will they go? Israeli Humvees now slice straight through the border into the rocky terrain of southern Lebanon.
Nearly 2 weeks ago, Israeli ground troops came in here in the first major Israeli ground operation in nearly 2 decades. And they're now taking us to see one of their positions inside Lebanon.
Arriving on the ground, it's immediately clear this village is now firmly in Israeli hands. Supplies are being brought in, tanks are parked in a courtyard, and troops have settled into homes where Lebanese civilians once lived.
So we're about 2 miles inside of southern Lebanon, and you can see the destruction around us that's been wrought by this ground operation, also by Israeli strikes over the course of the last year. What we're also seeing is that this is a clear Israeli position that has been established, with artillery fire now firing off in the distance. And it's interesting because the Israeli military, of course, is describing all of this as limited, targeted raids. But we are also seeing, of course, that they have established positions inside of southern Lebanon for an offensive that they insist is not going to go much deeper. This is an established Israeli military position inside of southern Lebanon. How is this a raid?
Well, as you can see and as you walk by, those outposts that we're right now holding are temporary. There's no outpost designed, built, and operated by the IDF. These are tactical, temporary, time-limited.
Colonel Roy Russo, the chief of staff of the 91st Division, says his orders are to clear the area closest to the border and nothing more.
There's no objective that was designed to us to go into Beirut or Dakhli or something like that. No, we need to limit the threat at the tactical range that enables Hezbollah to pose a threat on the communities.
Deeper inside this former Hezbollah stronghold, Colonel Russo and his troops show us what they say that threat looks like.
You can see here anti-tank missiles, you can see rockets, you can see brand new AK-47.
Multiple stashes of weapons which the Israeli military says Hezbollah planned to use in attacks on northern Israeli communities, a claim CNN cannot independently verify. Israeli troops are now fighting to clear other villages like this one to remove what they say is a key part of the Hezbollah threat that has displaced some 60,000 residents of northern Israel. Soldiers here say Hezbollah has shown itself to be a tough, well-trained enemy, carrying out tactical ambushes that have already killed 10 Israeli troops. Israel's war in Lebanon already stretches far beyond the battlefield of these border communities. More than 2,300 people have been killed in Israeli strikes across Lebanon, including several hundred women and children, according to the Lebanese Health Ministry. And more than 1 million people have fled their homes as Israel intensifies its attacks, ordering residents of a quarter of Lebanon's territory to evacuate.
And that is an enormous cost for this kind of ground operation, the kind of strikes that you guys are conducting.
Right, I think the responsibility is on Hezbollah. I think if they haven't launched an attack on October 8th, we wouldn't be here.
As the cost continues to mount for Lebanon civilians, Colonel Russo says he believes the Israeli ground operation will be counted in weeks, not months.
Go fast, please.
But as smoke rises beyond the tree line, a reminder that this war is far from over. Jeremy Diamond, CNN, inside southern Lebanon with the Israeli military.